Every trucker knows the feeling. You're out of hours, the lots are packed, and you're forced to park on the shoulder or on an entrance or exit ramp along the highway. But here's the ugly truth. Too many of those roadside stops end in tragedy. Just last week, a Georgia police lieutenant was arrested in a deadly hit-and-run. And while everyone's focused on the cop, I'm looking at the bigger picture, how the lack of truck parking is pushing drivers into dangerous spots and sometimes straight into the path of death.
And if you think this incident ain't connected or isn't part of the much bigger problem, think again. The lack of truck parking for road-weary truckers makes them sitting ducks each and every time they are forced to park on a shoulder or on a ramp. It's not just inconvenience. Often it's a matter of life or death.
According to CDL Life, Police Lieutenant Christopher Bradshaw of the Milton, Georgia Police Department struck and killed truck driver Terrell Loudermilk in Marietta, Georgia, and then fled from the scene. You heard that right, folks. That's a cop breaking the law with a hit-and-run which killed an innocent truck driver. But here's the kicker. Truckers like Loudermilk are often on the shoulder because they got no choice. FMCSA studies show the U.S. is short by more than 40,000 legal truck parking spaces. So where do drivers go? Ramps, shoulders, and what often turns out to be killing zones.
Exactly. And when you're forced to park where you ain't safe, a drunken or distracted driver can end your life before you even wake up.
This ain't rare. CDL Life and FreightWaves have covered dozens of crashes. In Florida, 2 killed when a pickup slammed into a tractor trailer on the shoulder of I-75. In Virginia, a motorist struck a big truck parked along the roadside and died. In Arizona, a trooper ended up in the hospital after a pickup nailed his cruiser, which was parked 20 feet off the highway. A common thread? Someone stopped or parked on the shoulder or on a ramp. And if it's a big truck, that often means there were no parking spots to be had. Hence the reason that driver is parked where he or she is.
You ever notice them ramps late at night, Jim? Look like Walmart parking lots with trucks stacked up everywhere. You think that's by choice? Hell no, it's because truck stops are full. I'll tell you one that still rattles me. I had a trailer tire blow out on me just outside Chattanooga, so I pulled to the shoulder, turned my 4-way flashers on, and was behind my truck putting my reflective triangles out. Next thing I know, a car blows by me so close it rocked my damn truck. Missed me by inches. Why was I there on the shoulder, you ask? Because every lot from Knoxville to Nashville was packed full. No parking. So I kept driving on my way to the next truck stop, and that's when the blowout happened. I got lucky that night.
And that's the whole point. Truck drivers ain't parked and sitting on the shoulder or on a ramp because they want to be there. They're there trying to get some rest. The system's broken and forces them to park there in order to stay legal in the eyes of the DOT. And it's getting people killed. Let's break it down. In 2022, crashes involving a parked or commercial vehicle killed just over 1,200 people nationwide. That's almost 10% fewer than 2021, but still higher than before COVID. Over the 5-year span from 2014 to 2018, studies showed that an average of 294 people were killed and 1,100 injured every year while working on or near a disabled vehicle. Let me repeat that. 294 people were killed and 1,100 injured every year on average while working on or near a disabled vehicle. And between the years of 2015 and 2021, there were a total of 123 deaths involving roadside construction workers, tow truck operators, or DOT patrols. Most of the deaths over that time frame occurred at night and on high-speed roads. Now, add this to the mixing bowl of information. FMCSA's own data shows that truckers waste an average of 56 minutes a day hunting for somewhere to park. That's almost an hour of a driver's day wasted. And when the driver's legal hours of service clock runs out, many are left with no choice but to park on the shoulder or on a ramp. In truth, the lack of safe parking for big trucks is really what is fueling these tragedies.
So when you hear the statistics about 1,200 roadside deaths across our great nation over the course of only 1 year, you can bet that a good-sized chunk of those deaths ain't just about bad luck. A good portion of them could have been prevented and not happened at all. This lack of parking for big trucks needs fixed and laid to rest once and for all. It's way past time to do something about these avoidable deaths. I would like to take a moment and thank everyone for their support. However, we need your help building this channel and shining the spotlight on the issues. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to smash that notification bell so you will be alerted when we release new videos.
Here's the trend. Roadside deaths spiked through 2021. Pandemic driving made things worse. 2022 saw a 10% drop. 2023 dropped again by 3.6%. So yeah, the curve's easing, but it's still way higher than 2019. The shortage of parking didn't get solved. It got worse. And that means truck drivers and the general public are both still in danger.
Like putting a Band-Aid on a busted radiator. The numbers look a hair better, but it's like putting lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. We just want safe, well-lit parking that is somewhere within 50 miles of delivery points. A good app that has real-time info on it about parking lot capacity so we can plan ahead. Rest areas that don't close at night are accessible to big trucks and have bathroom facilities. We bust our asses to move America's freight. You would think the least we deserve is a safe place to lay our heads down after a long day. Here is a novel idea for some of you out there. If you have a plot of land just sitting there, why not pave it or gravel that area and rent out parking spaces to big trucks?
Most of these wrecks boil down to 3 factors. Most happen at night, most involve speeding, and in a lot of cases, there was some sort of distraction taking place. That's when folks lose their focus, drift off the shoulder, and hit or kill someone. The parking crisis taking place in the trucking industry simply makes it worse, because now the shoulders are packed with big trucks that shouldn't be there in the first place.
And don't get me started on the move-over laws. Every state's got one, but one survey showed about 25% of drivers don't even know it's law. Ignorance mixed with the lack of parking for big trucks is a recipe for disaster. For those out there that don't know what the move-over laws are, they were first passed in South Carolina in 1996, and by 2012 have been adopted in all 50 states and Washington, D.C. They were adopted to protect emergency responders and roadside workers. The law requires drivers to either change lanes or slow down to 20 miles per hour under the posted speed limit when passing a stationary emergency vehicle or a vehicle with activated hazard lights.
Here's my no BS take. Every roadside death tied to a parked truck is also tied to the parking crisis. When truckers can't find legal spots, they get pushed to the shoulder, and that shoulder becomes a death trap. The government wants to preach safety? Fix the damn parking problem. We released an earlier video about the lack of parking issue for big trucks entitled Truckers Dying for Parking, Randy's Story and America's Broken System. I will put a link in the description of this video for anyone wanting to view it.
Exactly. Truckers ain't the problem. We're the victims of a broken system. Build parking, save lives. It's that simple.
From Georgia's hit-and-run case to every trucker parked on the shoulder tonight, it all ties back to one thing: no safe place to park. Until that changes, these deaths won't stop. An average of 300 people are killed each year in stopped vehicle accidents, a number that has increased by over 25% since 2014. New Jersey, as an example, experiences around 177 crashes involving parked trucks each year, resulting in an estimated $61 million in costs. We are losing drivers, not from speeding or drugs, from just trying to sleep.
If you've been forced to park along a roadside or on a ramp lately or have had a near miss or two, leave us a comment and tell us about it. Subscribe for more trucking truth, and together we'll keep hammering this issue till somebody listens.
We are trying to grow this channel to help truck drivers along with educating the general public. You can help us out by smashing that like button and the notification bell. Remember to subscribe and share this with another driver. Protect your load, protect your rig, and protect yourself.
Leave us a comment below with your thoughts and ideas. If it's a good idea, we will share it with everyone. Well, my friends, stay safe and stay loaded out there. Catch you on the rebound. Remember to keep that left door closed and your hands on the wheel.